Good morning, everyone. It's October the 4th. I'm excited to be with you here for a few minutes, maybe more. We are 4 days away from Flashpoint 4.0. So 10-4, Flashpoint 4, Daily Thrive, live every day at 7:55 to give you some inspiration in about 5. Welcome this morning. Check in with yourself today. Most important thing, my power went out last night. I was working into the wee hours, working on my book. I'm going to share a little bit with you this morning. And all of a sudden, I'm in here. I'm working on the book. It's like basically the book is written, and I'm going through the book and just fine tuning, looking for some things that we need to polish up to get it ready for drum roll this week. Let's put some music on. This week, the book is going to be printed. But there's an exciting thing we're doing to release it. Here's what happened. The power just cut out on me. I'm sitting here in the dark. I'm like, thank goodness my computer, the light from the computer I could see. I tethered the phone, didn't lose any of the information, and off and running. My book is coming out, everyone. Flashpoint. Manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. Can you manifest your big breakthrough? Can you manifest a breakthrough in your life? Dare I say, it's a hell yes. No, it's not a yes. It's a heck yes. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book. Let me share the cover with you here this morning. And before I do, let me give you a positive message, because I want to give you a positive message right now. I want you to look. Can you hear me now? Come on, baby. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, yay. Woo! Thank you for hanging in there and sticking with me. You are amazing. All right, back to the story. I was saying, look up this morning. Look up. You know, typically we're looking down at the phone. We do this. Boom, 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 boom. When did you look up? When's the last time you looked up? Like Zig Ziglar said, if the outlook isn't good, try the uplook. It's always good. It's always good. And there's something powerful that happens when you look up. I want you to look up. Say you'll look up today. Give me that. I'm going to look up today. When I get in my head and I'm overthinking, I'm going to do this. I'm going to soften my face. I'm going to breathe. And I'm going to look up. And you may say, is it that simple? Where else would you start? Like, if you don't start with the simple, basic thing, where would you start? Start there. Now, I got some exciting news. My book is coming out. I'm going to share it with you here. Let's get the screen share video file. Here we go. All right, there we go. Let me get some. There's the book. It's coming out this week. I'm finalizing it. It's going to be printed. It is going to be, let's get some music on here. So the book is going to be out, everyone, and there's going to be a great opportunity. If you're coming to Flashpoint 4.0, actually, if somebody's on here, you want to jump on the live feed with me, I'll send you the link right now. If you're coming to Flashpoint 4.0 and you want to jump on with me right now, if you have the wherewithal, put it in the chat, and we are excited. This has been, you know what? It takes 10 years to become an overnight success, right? It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. So that's the book. And let me just get your chats this morning. We're going to hang in there a little bit longer. I look terrible. Autocorrect. Yeah, I need more update. I know. Well, listen, I'm using the resources that I have, right? We use the resources that we have until better ones become available. So I want to invite you to Flashpoint 4.0. It's happening. It's happening. And it's going to start on Friday with the VIPs, the spotlight guests. We're doing a documentary. I just got off the call with my professional videographer. And I'm telling you, these 5 people, I'm gonna shout out the people that are going to be speaking at the event right now. So let me do that. Let me give some shout outs, because that's what we do. So documentary, we're doing a Flashpoint documentary. We're going to dive into 5 Flashpoint stories. Number 1, Miss Julie Gandy, Peace and Love Amplifiers, embodying peace in a world that's very chaotic. It's much needed. Dr. Oliver T. Reed, prolific writer, and there is some amazing stories that are already in place. This is going to be the best event that I've done so far. He's a creator of the Milk Writing Program. He'll literally help you get a book done in a weekend. And he's just an unbelievably heart-centered guy. I love him. I can't wait to meet him and see him again in person. I just met him over the weekend. Marilyn Morales, incredible. Marilyn, I just spoke in the metaverse with Marilyn. She was in there as well. And she's going to be in the documentary. She has an incredible story about being in New York City at the time the towers went down. Incredible. Dana Banks, business intuitive, just incredible. She's helped me behind the scenes put this together. She's in the documentary. Mr. Dave Chemetsky, somebody I met through the speakers competition. And Dave is Peace, Love, and Build a Bat. He's from Long Island, New York. Every single one of these people have an incredible breakthrough story, heart-centered, putting themselves out there time and time again. And it's not so much about, what they've accomplished. It's what they've accomplished through the lens of how it can bring inspiration into your life. I say, whatever I do doesn't matter unless it pours into your life. Otherwise, it's just entertainment, right? I do this to pour into your life. Why? Because I struggled for so long. Most people don't know. I battled myself. I ripped myself apart. I put on a good front. I would have results, and then I would sabotage again. Self-worth was always a problem for me. And so that's why I want to pour into you through the ways that we do it, through Flashpoint. I want a breakthrough. I want you to create your breakthrough in this life. And so these are the people. And Mr. Jose Escobar, I'm not sure if Jose is still on here, the founder of the Entrepreneurs Bookshelves Connected Leaders Academy, is going to be a returning guest as well as a guest speaker. And then my good friend, client, Mr. Marlon Mueller, farm boy to multimillionaire. And we have some other folks coming in as well. We have Mama Mo, who's going to be our spotlight sponsor. She's coming into the event for the first time. We have Miss Anilda Davia. Miss Anilda Davia. Anilda, are you on here this morning? Let me grab some. See, this is what I love. Elaine. Hello, my friend. Welcome from Paris. Let's just, you know what? I'm just going to let this ride. Why? Because I want to celebrate this morning. And I don't want to wait. And I want you to celebrate. And if you don't have something in your life to celebrate right now, let's find something. Let's find some small seed this morning. Why? Because it starts with a seed. It says in the good book, it's faith the size of a mustard seed. Let me remind myself, it's faith the size of a mustard seed. What mustard seed is laying in your life right now that you could grab a hold of? All right, let's keep moving on here. Let's grab some more shares. We loves you. I loves you too. We got some woot in the house. We got Miss Ivy Perez. She's a professional triathlete. She's working on it. So I'm glad that's amazing. You saw the moon. There's a moon out tonight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Saw the moon last night. Well, the power went out here. That's why I had a problem this morning. But I got up. I just was fired up this morning. Put on my shorts. Went out running in the cold. Like, it's kind of like November out there right now. But guess what? Friday. 74 and sunny in Philadelphia. Woo! So give me that. So let me go back to our people. Miss Anilda Davia, Imagine Living on Vibrant Energy. Her book is coming out. A legacy work indeed. An incredible story of overcoming some of life's darkest trauma. And how does one respond? In love. In love. I'm going to be adding a bonus to my book. I'm not putting it in the first edition, but I have an incredible writing and reflection that's going to go in the revision and maybe even a special edition. I'm going to look up today. That's the simple message. I know I'm over 5 minutes, but you know what? I'm excited and I want to celebrate with you. Mandy has got lots of universal energy in the works right now. What else do we have? We need more upbeat music. All right. Let's see what we got. Tell me what song you like. Here we go. Let me grab your final shares. All right. Let me put the link up for Flashpoint. All right. If you want to come to Flashpoint 4.0, you're going to get the full Rudy talk. So Rudy spoke at one of our events. Let me turn that off. It's kind of distracting. Rudy spoke at one of our events. So if you get an in-person ticket or a VIP ticket for this weekend, and by the way, we have room for you. Friday sold out. So the Rocky Steps sold out. However, Saturday, Sunday, open. We'll make room for you. If you get a VIP virtual ticket, you're going to get the full Rudy Rudiger talk. If you get an in-person ticket for Saturday, Sunday, you're going to get the full Rudy Rudiger talk, the Journey to Freedom, my 34-day cross-country road trip, where I did 9 questions to identify remove limiting beliefs. Now, let me continue to highlight the folks that are going to be there. I talked about Jose Escobar. He's in the spotlight. Miss Ivy Perez is coming to Flashpoint, I believe, for the first time. And we are going to love on her. We're so excited that she's going to be there. Man, I need to be ready to look presentable before these calls. You never know when you'll be called on. Yeah, if you want to come on and say hello, we can do that. Duchess DJ Love has stepped into our world. She has been a sponsor of Power Pure Presence. She's coming in, and we are so excited. I'll tell you, you know the one thing that people keep talking about? Like, forget me. Like, forget Flashpoint, forget me. You know what I just can't wait to hug people. They just want to hug on people. They want to love on people. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, wait, let's hear. It's Dabia. Dabia. I'm going to learn how to say this correctly. Let's keep going. Ms. Mandy Robinson, our beautiful spokesperson and my co-host for Flashpoint TV in the spotlight. Dr. Andrea Adams Miller, my publicist. She'll be coming in on Saturday. We're excited to have her. Mr. Patrick Rude. He's a 10X, Grant Cardone 10X licensee, as well as basically I would call him a tax expert, finance expert. He's going to be here for the spotlight. And we have Miss Carrie Jalbert. Miss Carrie Jalbert is going to be a part of the Flashpoint Spotlight. This is all, if you're just new to this is all about creating breakthrough stories. I'm going to read from my book here in a moment. I'm going to give you a little teaser because it's going to be, and I'll give you a little like behind the scenes. I'll tell you what's going on because this is not a smooth process. So if you see me on social media, you're like, how does, Austin's always active. How does he do it? Let me tell you, it's sometimes it's a chaotic thing. So we have all these folks coming in. We have a special sponsor that we're going to be introducing. We have the first time we have somebody sponsoring the Rocky Steps. So that's going to be amazing. All right, let's see if we have any other final shares here. And then I'm going to read out of my book for you. Carrie Fisher. Yeah, Carrie Fisher is going to be here. All right, let me read this to you. Flashpoint, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. This is one of the chapters. It's the chapter title is From Murder to Massive Success. For the first time in my life, I knew the pain of constant fear. I'm going to try to leave the name out if you can guess in here for a moment. During the fall of 1927, in the mountains of West Virginia, one of the most influential authors of all time almost faded into obscurity. He was gripped by fear and engrossed in what he called living death. He felt lethargic, helpless, and depressed. He was 43 years old, living in isolation, on the verge of calling it quits. He had moderate success, but he never created the big breakthrough in his life for himself or his family. He was plagued by self-contempt and imposter syndrome. What's worse, he was feeling like his life was wasted on chasing rainbows that would never be found. His relationship with his wife and sons were stressed to an all-time limit due to all of the bouts with failure and empty promises. He would later describe this time in his life as a nightmare and the greatest test of his life. Before we find out the rest of the story, I want to provide some more context on Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill. Most people don't know the story. You read the books, you hear about the successful people. This book, Flashpoint, is going to rip the curtain back. How did Napoleon Hill almost fade into obscurity? More importantly, how did he overcome depression, fear, and his living death experience? Well, that is what the book is going to talk about. That is the story. Don't be fooled by the bubblegum, sunshine, and rainbow stories that you hear. Every successful person has a story that most people don't know about. It embodies Flashpoint. It's infused with polarity that you cannot comprehend. It includes great uncertainty and great unpredictability. But your story, these things are in your story as well. So everyone, I am excited to host you for Flashpoint 4.0. This is going to be a deep dive into the depths of your soul. It's going to touch you in ways that you can't comprehend. It's going to stir your emotions. It's going to make you remember things you forgot. It's going to foster what's real in yourself and others. And when you get to what's real and you get to the truth, you have the basis for Flashpoint. You have the basis to create the big breakthrough in your life. And it does not come easy. Nothing in life comes easy, but it's in the embracing of what is that you foster your true power. It's in the moments you feel most vulnerable that the seeds of courage are planted. Courage doesn't come looking like courage. Success doesn't come clothed in success. Success comes cloaked in failure. And don't let anyone fool you into thinking it's anything different. It's incredibly fulfilling. But here's the good news. And this is going to make someone feel really good today. It's your journey. It's not mine. No one can tell you what to do. No one can tell you how to show up. No one can tell you who you are. Look up and stay true to yourself, no matter what. Because who you are is already good enough. And when you come from the heart, I say this at the live event, I'm kind of getting into the event already. When you show up authentically, vulnerability, and who you are, and you stay heart-centered, it's none of your business how people react to it. Or should I say, it's not your responsibility how other people react to you when you're being true to yourself. I've stayed true to myself, and I've had people respond negatively to me. I've had people ignore me. I've had people not reciprocate. It's not my journey, it's theirs. What do? Keep showing up and find the people, attract the people. Don't even find them. You'll find them, you'll know. Yeah, maybe there's some seeking there, but attract the people that are meant to be in your life. And what I've found in my journey, the people that don't belong in my life, if I just stay calm and I use what I talk about this in the book. It's called an intense presence. I learned that through Eckhart Tolle. The people that don't belong, they disappear. They remove themselves. I don't even have to do it. It's like magic. But if I get all huffy and puffy and bent out of shape, then I'm wrapped up in the story. I get wrapped up in a narrative that's not even true to me. So why can't I just stay true to myself? Do what's in my best interest. Now, you might attract people at the level you are, right? And then you grow and evolve, and then you look around, you go, this isn't me anymore. True or true? So you can't blame those people because maybe you attracted them at the level you were at that point in your journey. And if you look around and you're like, it's like you decorated the room, right? You went in and you decorated the room, right? You went to sleep, and when you went to sleep, you're like, man, this room looks good. You woke up the next day and maybe you decorated it at night. You went to sleep, you went back in the room the next day, and you're looking around, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like this at all. Like, how many of you have done that where you've decorated and you went, you thought you liked it, right? And you went back and you're like, oh my gosh, this doesn't suit me at all. So sometimes in our journey, we attract people at the level we are at that moment. And then we grow, we evolve. And the biggest challenge we have is we become attached when we should most let go. You can love people and let them go. Tell me what in your life has stayed the same. Look at the people in your life today. Now, let me go back 20 years and look at the people that were in your life. I bet you there's not a person on here. Maybe, well, of course, there's family and friends. But if you go back 20, whatever, 10 years, 5 years, I would venture to say that the people that you look, if you could magically go back in time and look around at the people you were with, many of those people are gone out of your life. It's the way life is. Very few people are going to stay in your life permanently. So why get upset about it? Maybe you feel like some pain or you feel a certain way, but why am I sharing this today? I don't know. But because if we can embrace, here's why, it's in the book. If we can embrace that side, we open up the new. And we can let go. And I talk about this in the book as well. I call it the beautiful surrender. It's the beautiful, think about the beautiful surrender. I just have chills thinking about it. When there's all this energy and there's all this emotion, and all of a sudden you go, and you just let it go. And there's this like, it's almost like if we were in the quantum world, you turn into, it's almost like the weight, like I'm recognizing as solid, turns into, I recognize it as energy. It's light. It's life. It's light. It's liberating. It's no longer heavy, constricted, contracted, manipulate, dominate, control. See, the world teaches us manipulate, dominate, control, manipulate, dominate, control, manipulate, dominate, control to get to a result. So I can look a certain way for a certain group of people, make a certain amount of money, manipulate, dominate, control, tips, tricks, hacks. And they're not bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but if I'm only in that world and I'm not working on the inner world, which is where most of society is, we're caught up in the noise, then we're not tapping into what's real, what's authentic. And some of you may be afraid to go there at this time because you've been conditioned that if I go to what's real and raw in myself, I'll be shamed. I won't be accepted. So now you've created some fragment of yourself. And you bring this fragment of yourself to the world thinking that they're going to see it, but they don't see it. They recognize it because subconsciously we recognize what's real. It's a superpower. It's energetic. It's beyond the level of your comprehension or understanding. This is why you get premonitions, gut feelings. You're connected to everything right now, whether you know it or not. So everything's available to you right now, whether you know it or not. The life change that you want is available to you right now, whether you know it or not. Your breakthrough is available to you right now, whether you know it or not. Where does it start? It starts with the mustard seed. But the mustard seed in many of your lives is too small to look at. That's only a mustard seed. It's only, where's the, I'm looking for the big, I don't need the mustard seed. I need dramatic life change. I need flashpoint, manifesting the moment of my big breakthrough. Yes. But you will find in the book, which is going to be out this week, if you're coming to the event this weekend, you're going to have an opportunity to get the book, a golden opportunity. Get the book. Some of you are going to get the book. Hard copy. This book. And by the way, the book's not even perfected. I know it's not, but it's going to be in great form. So let's check my connection. Good. Let me grab your shares. I went way longer today, but this is about living in the moment. This is about whatever's rising up in the moment. I have an incredibly busy day. I have an incredibly busy stretch. And I'm going to come back on here. We have our ACT call today at noon. I am going to open. I'm going to make this I'm going to send an email out to everybody. Act today is just going to be a connection. So we're going to get on there. I'm not going to follow the normal format. It's going to be open dialogue. I'm going to answer any questions about Flashpoint 4.0. I can talk about logistics. We can figure out where you are in your journey. Are you getting here? Are you getting the virtual VIP virtual ticket? What are you doing? Mandy's mom was born in 27. Hey, Kerry, good to see you on here. Yep, that's one of the titles in my book, From Murder to Miracle Success. Well, my power went out last night, everyone, so that's probably the situation. There's a story of overcoming in every story. Amen to that. Someone else on here that I missed. DJ's got her book coming out as well. Traveltude. I heard bookstores are clamoring to get her book on the shelf. It's not a smooth process. No, it is not. But we keep showing up. I keep showing up. And Nilda, we all have to humble humility. If you put me on a pedestal, I'm going to step off of it. Feeling really vulnerable right now. Well, that's where the seeds start. The seeds of success are planted in the seeds of failure. It's your responsibility to recognize them and to germinate them. Don't let the world tell you what success is. They don't know what it is. The world does not know what the success journey is. The world knows how to manipulate, dominate, control, tips, tricks, and hacks. The world knows I'll live on the surface and make everybody think it's a certain way. It's not. It's about getting to what's real and what's true. Just be you. Definitely needed to hear this today. So did I. Keep going, keep showing up, and look up today. Look up today. If you want to come back to this chat, every time you look up, just put hashtag look up. And remember, the process to get free, stay present, and move forward never stops. Four Sigmatic black coffee in the cup. Mushroom coffee. I'm going to get them as a sponsor at some point. It is magic. Just be you, and those that don't resonate will fall away. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yes, you can love people and let them go. Tracy Williams, so good to see you on here. Oh, did I miss someone's birthday? Whose birthday was it? Did we miss a birthday? I've just had to let go of someone who made a huge commitment to me, but made a different choice at the crossing line, which meant hugely letting me down. I've had to focus on love, and letting go. I don't need anyone but myself to make my dream. Amen. Thank you, Mandy. Did you read that again? Read that last line again. I don't need anyone but myself. Don't need anyone but myself. Now, I love the paradox in that statement because truthfully, you do need other people, but you start with you, and then the right people will become attracted to you. So, big distinction. The tiny, unique moments, the mustard seed. My audio's out again? Okay. Is it out? All right. Keep showing up. I think it's here. Can't wait to read your book. Yes. Thank you, Kerry. Appreciate it. Look up today. Look up. Look up. Physically look up. If you're going through a tough time, just look up throughout the day. And don't even think anything. Just look up and see what rises up. Look up and see what rises up. There you go. Look up and see what rises up from within you. It all begins with me. No one else inside but me and my God. And where does God reside? It says, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Where is it? Kingdom of heaven is within you. That means your breakthrough, love, a fulfilling life is all right there, right now. Will you receive? Say, I receive today. I receive. I receive. I receive. I receive all the abundance. I receive the blessings. I receive the love. I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. I show up authentically true. I stand in the gap when things are hard. I'm vulnerable when I most need to be. I'm strong when I most need to be. I laugh when I feel joy. I laugh when I don't feel joy. I show up every single day. I receive today. I'm worthy. I'm opening up to receive today. There's a power greater than you at work. The seasons are changing. I didn't do anything to make the seasons. Earth is spinning. We did nothing to make the sun's going to come up, especially on Friday at Flashpoint 4.0. We did nothing to make the sun. I woke up this morning. I did nothing to wake up. No alarm clock. Woke up. What woke me up? I slept forever. I'm gone, right? So whatever woke me up, the same thing that wakes me up in the morning, it's the same thing that flows through me. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's where my purpose. All right. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to when I leave the screen, I'm going to put the free virtual ticket QR code. And if you want to know how to get a QR code, you can get another device, put the QR code up. I think most people know. You can put your camera right up to the QR code and it'll open up the website if you want to get your free virtual ticket to Flashpoint 4.0. But if you really want to experience it, get the VIP ticket. It's $97 US. You're going to get the full talk from Rudy Rudiger. You're going to get my full Journey to Freedom course. You're going to get Marlon's Keys to Wealth. He's going to have a revised version of that for the event. And it's even if you just did those things, you have an incredible way to pour into your life. So everyone, I'm so glad this has been the longest 5 minutes I've ever had, but I'm going to be popping on and off throughout the day over the next couple of days. We're just going to do pop-up lives to promote the event. If this resonates with you, I just ask that you share it, support me. I don't have a huge marketing budget. I'm not sitting on millions of dollars to reach people. But what I do is I show up, I put messages like this out there in an effort that people are going to share it. Like it's going to resonate with them and they're going to share it because that's the way that it's authentic. That's the way that it attracts the right people. So thank you, Mandy. Let's send everybody traveling this week, if we could, before I close out here. If everybody traveling this week, let's send them love and prayers. Those folks that are traveling to Philadelphia from all over, let's just, hold some space for them. Safe travels for all of you. Divine appointments, openings that, stir your imagination, new beginnings, reinvention, your breakthrough. So thank you so much for sharing that, Mandy. And I'm going to remove myself from the frame and you're going to see a QR code and you can snap that QR code. You can share it with people. You can get your free virtual ticket. Why not you? Why not now? I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Everyone, this has been amazing today. God bless. I'll be back later. I'm finishing up the book right now. Traveling Mercies. There you go. Traveling Mercies. Have a blessed day. God bless everyone. Here's the QR code to get your free virtual ticket. Or again, you can get your in-person ticket or your VIP virtual ticket and get the Rudy Rudiger talk. Bye for now.